Hi, this is Kevin Cook. Thank you for coming back to Heavy Construction Equipment Podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about subletting the construction project can degrade the quality of your work. And again, this episode has been sponsored by me. Are you looking for good, used, quality equipment? Then come to my website at www.heavyequipmentguy.com. All right, here we go on to podcast. We live in the era of outsourcing where everything possible business is outsourced in some way or the other. Some businesses are outsourced to foreign countries and some remain inside but are outsourced to parties that are known to do that kind of work. This is also known as subletting projects. What typically happens here is a person who is responsible to complete the project hands over the work to a third party who in turn further hands in over its part who will indeed complete the project. It's like a subcontractor moving on to a different person. Now that the people involved in the middle does nothing specifically other than enjoy the profits, will reap out of the work. This is a modus-operandi that many in today's business follow. Just make sure you follow the right way. The first party may not be aware of the project has changed many hands and therefore are only interested with the quality of work. They know just one thing, and that is that they want to finish the item in a good shape and make the project look complete. Anything else than that, they have expected can lead to a non-payment and legal hassles. In the construction sector, the scope of subletting the work is immense, which is why you will find so many small and mid-sized construction companies ready to tie up with the mighty enterprise and get involved in the construction of huge projects. However, the thing is that the great concern is the quality of work may not be at the par of excellence, and this can be a worry factor for construction companies that has bagged the project. You got to have trust in who you got working for you. The company that lets the work to other small companies needs to ensure the quality of work is not compromised by any way. And for this purpose, they should correctly measure every time it finds things not in place. If you are giving these these jobs to small contractors, you should have one of your employees with the big construction company on that job, so it's making sure it's run right. Just for your sake, so you can get paid and no hassles. And next, review the progress of your work regular intervals. One of the most important things is to require it to be done is to review the progress of the work at regular intervals. Once you let out the project to the other companies, your responsibility doubles. You, of course, let out a project due to a lack of infrastructure on your part, and by letting it out to the other company, you stand a chance to earn more profits. But that does not allow you to have a free hand on the quality of work. You have to make sure that you take some time out and review the work in the ground. Be there in person. Make sure it's getting done. Visit the site at least once in a month and check the progress report. Now that, I would say once a week, depending on the project, how long it is. If it's a big, long project, once a month might be all right. But shoot, man, I'd rather be there once a week, so make sure you can fix it before it gets worse. Try to evaluate the actual with the estimates and see if the work will be completed within the specific time frame. And lastly, do not shy to fire a contractor for their sloppy or sloggy work. When you let out a work to a third party, you find out the party is not good at all, or it is not taking the work serious. You should be ready to take a tough call. Get rid of them. Remember, it is your baby, and if someone is not taking care of it, you have every right to kick him or her off the job. Start with warnings, and if you do not see any improvement, then it would be the time frame to take the call. Again, make sure you do what's right. It is your project that you receive, and it will be your majority, your profit. Yes, you got to pay the subcontractor or whoever you hired to subletter, but you got to make sure it is done right. Again, if you got any questions, give me a jingle, 817-733-3799. Thank you, and God bless.